First, what you need to do in this case is, whatever this is now, you ignore the minus sign and get your sine inverse.
Okay.
Correct?
Yeah.
So you get the sine inverse. Once again, here. So you get sine inverse of this.
Okay, should I do it?
So what's your sine inverse?
30.
You can use your calculator.
Okay.
So theta is equal to
1 second.
sine inverse of 5 by 8.
Wait. Why 0.67? Oh my, it's in radians.
Get in degrees because the domain is in degrees.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't realize. 5 by 8. 38.7.
38.7. That's your reference angle.
Yeah. Right.
38.7, yeah, 38.68.
Yeah. And then we need to find the angle.
Now listen. Now this is your reference angle.
Yeah.
Now what you need to do is, 180 and 270. It needs to be here. And negative. So all silver teacups. Then my angle has to be here. And this is your reference angle. Therefore you do 180 plus that. So that's your solution.
Because of the domain restriction, it has to be there. And
so solution, therefore answer is 180 plus 38.68.
Okay.
That's how much? 218.7.
That's how you do. Okay. I was just getting confused about which one is a reference angle. But yeah, because you're finding.
So when you ignore the sign and do it,
yeah,
the answer that you get will be the reference angle.
But how come you just ignored the minus sign before?
To get the acute angle, because the reference angle is always an acute angle.
Right. Okay.
Because if you take the minus sign, you'll get an obtuse angle, or you'll get a negative angle.
Okay. Yeah.
So you want a positive acute angle.
Yeah, you want a positive one. Okay.
You want a positive acute angle.
Yeah.
Now this one also, what will you do?
So this one.
So first of all, you get the reference angle. Let's call this the reference angle.
Okay.
So what is the reference angle?
Sine inverse of 2/7.
Which is what?
Calculator is slow.
Hallucinating.
Say again?
Is it hallucinating?
Yeah, it's just like saying it's loading, but it's not loading. All silver.
So 16.6. 6. Then what do you do?
Then you do all silver teacups, and you see that it needs to be in between 90 and 180 degrees. So you would do 180 degrees minus 16.6.
Perfect. So how much is that? Tell me.
That is.
So 180. Do 180 minus the answer.
Okay. Wait. Can you show me how to do the quick answers? I'll just type it. Actually, it works.
Yeah, it works. Yes.
Okay. 163.4.
163.4.
163.398.
So 163.4 degrees.
Yeah.
That's the answer. Try the next one. Let's see.
Okay.
2 pi minus.
2 pi minus.
So first you get the reference angle.
Yeah.
Reference angle will be tan inverse 13 by 5.
Yeah.
You take tan inverse of the positive, take this positive.
Correct.
So what did you get?
1.20.
1.20?
Yeah.
Tell me more significant figure. In between.
362.
362. Yeah. Okay. Now you have all silver teacups. This is 3 pi by 2. This is 2 pi. There's a delay over there. See little.
Yeah. I'm looking here.
Yeah, no problem. So my angle is here. This is my reference angle.
Yeah.
So that means this will be how much? 2
pi minus 1 point. What is 2 pi in radians? Just see.
You have to just do it. 2 pi. There's a 2 pi.
Pi is.
This is the key for pi.
I'll find it.
5.0 radians.
Yeah.
That's your answer.
Nice. Okay. Got it.
So if the domain is in radians, you have to work in radians.
Yeah, okay.
Next, now shall is always positive.
Yeah.
So reference angle will be
0.7.
cos inverse
Yeah.
3 upon 4. So if you use your calculator, you will get that as 0.7227, correct? 3, something like this you will get, correct? And now you know this is in your third quadrant. Because this is pi and this is 3 pi by 2.
Right.
And this is your reference angle. So you'll obviously do pi plus that.
Right.
So your answer will be pi plus this. So that becomes 3.86.
Yeah.
Radians. Okay, now all this is just introductory. What you need to understand, if you come to the key point, you come to the meat of things. This is just to explain to you okay, why the graph is like this. What you need to know is the parent graph. The parent graph of y is equal to sine x. This is your graph. Y is equal to sine x. Correct?
Yeah.
This is the graph that you need to learn.
Right.
What is the max? 1.
1.
Mean?
-1.
This is 0. One cycle is 2 pi and this is pi.
Okay.
Mass. This is what you learn.
Okay.
So basically what all this will result in giving you that graph. So basically your pi will be half a cycle. Your 2 pi will be full cycle. It will go up to 1. So the midpoint of this pi by 2.
Yeah.
So when you plot these values, you will end up getting this graph.
Okay.
That's what you are aiming for. You will get all these points and they give you this graph.
Okay.
The whole idea is that this is a graph that you need to remember.
Okay.
So no need of wasting your time on this.
Okay.
It's better you spend your time on the latter sums.
Okay. So just leave this.
Just leave this. Don't.
Okay.
I mean, this is trying to explain to you. Okay, you will get this.
Yeah. My only thing was if you have 2 pi upon 3. I know the graph, but it's how do you immediately just know the value? Because that's what
we learned last time, no?
Yeah.
If I ask you, listen, if I ask you sine 2 pi by 3.
Exactly.
You think of this in degrees. So then it will be easy.
My question is the best way just to convert it quickly into degrees? Okay,
yeah.
Fine. No,
so what is it? So this is 180.
180.
3, 6, 18. So that's sine 120.
Sine 120, yeah.
Sine 120 is same as?
30. 90.
60.
60. Because
it should, you see what adds up to 180.
What adds up to 180?
You see whether it's closer to 180 or to 360.
Right, and because it's quadrant 2, right?
Yeah, so quadrant 2 so plus sine 60.
Plus, yeah, okay.
So what is that? Root 3
sine
by 2.
root, yeah, okay.
So this will be root 3 by 2.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay, then it's yeah.
Like suppose, do 7 pi by 6. So
Okay.
what is sine 7 pi by 6?
So you would times it by 180 upon pi.
Upon 6 here.
Yeah, so
6, 3 is 18, so
yeah.
210.
So 210.
So sine of 210. Yeah, 30
Yeah,
minus sine 30.
Yeah, minus sine 30.
Because you're in the
it's
third
a quadrant. Yeah.
So minus half.
Okay. Okay, so then if I can just convert it, then it's showing.
Then you don't have to learn that circle.
Then it makes it easy.
Then that circle you learn this is this. But then if you mess up that value, everything will go.
Okay. So then what I'll do is if it's saying like find this value here, if it's like a similar question, I'll just quickly convert it into degrees. And then I'll just solve it because I know degrees.
Okay.
Degrees is easy.
Do sine of 3 pi by 2.
So that would be 180. Right. Wait. Okay. Times by 180 upon pi.
270.
270. Yeah, 270.
So what's the value?
So that would be 360. No, 270 plus what is 360, right? So 90. No.
Remember that this comes on the unit circle. It comes here, 270.
Yeah.
So 270 ka value is what? This is what? 0, minus 1.
So
this
this should just be minus 1. Okay. Yeah.
Because whenever it lies on the x-axis or y-axis,
Yeah.
you have to look at
then
the
look
actual
at the y
coordinate.
value. Yeah, because it's sine. Sine is
Because
y.
it's sine.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense.
Next, sine 5 pi by 3.
So you times it by 180 upon pi. So that'd be 60 times 5. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah,
60
300.
times 5, 300.
300, yeah.
So sine of 300 is same as sine of
60.
Very good. Minus or plus?
Minus.
Yeah, minus sine 60. So
Yeah.
that's what? Minus root 3 by 2.
Minus, yeah, root 3 by 2. Okay, so you just need, it's not difficult at all. I was just getting confused because, like, Mr. York was saying you should just know which is the value, but I was just being, I don't know, I just
Yeah, I mean,
understand.
sometimes you mess it up.
Yeah. Okay.
But the moral of the story is you have to know this graph.
This graph, yeah.
Similarly, the moral of the story is that cos 0 is 1, cos 90 is 0,
Yeah.
cos of pi is minus 1,
Yeah.
3 pi by 2 is 0, and if you take those values now, this is how your cos graph would be.
Okay.
The cos graph starts from 1 and then it goes there, and this is your 1 cycle.
Okay.
So cos graph you need to remember. So if you do 0, pi, 2 pi, 1, minus 1. So this is how it goes.
Okay, it comes at pi divided by
Pi by 2 and
pi by 2.
pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2.
Okay.
Because that's your 3 pi by 2 0, no cos.
Right. Okay. Nice.
So these are the two main graphs you need to remember for sine and cos.
Okay. Got it. Yeah.
Because then everything you have to do transformation. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now this is honestly easier for me.
Yeah. Now it's very easy.
Yeah.
Now they've given you the graph of y is equal to sin x as shown.
Yeah.
Use a calculator to graph the other sine functions on the same. So what is your 2 sin x?
2 sin x, you would affect the y values.
Correct.
So every y value times it by 2.
Correct. Basically it's a vertical stretch.
Vertical stretch by factor 2.
Yeah.
So
what will happen is
1 times 2 would be 2.
So this will become 2.
Yeah. And
This
that would be
minus
minus 2.
This is minus 2.
Then that would be 2.
The 0 will remain as 0.
Yeah.
Because 0 into n. This
and
will
then
remain as
1
0.
would be, yeah, that would
1 will
become 2.
become 2.
Yeah.
This will become minus 2.
Minus 2, yeah. And that, yeah.
So this is your That's your 2 sin x.
Yeah. Okay.
3 sin x.
3 sin x is
3. Everything
by
3.
Yeah.
Okay, half sin x will become a
String. Yeah.
string.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how. What happens to? So describe what happens to the graph of bicycle.
If a is greater than 0, it would be a vertical.
So basically that's the amplitude that changes.
Amplitude. Yeah.
That's the amplitude. That's your vertical stretch factor.
Right.
That's the vertical stretch factor. Correct. So that's the amplitude which is there. Correct. The height of the graph is the amplitude. Normally, now this is important. Magnitude of the amplitude is max minus min upon 2. This is, you have to learn this.
Okay, remember.
Yeah. Because when they give you the graph,
they're
they
gonna
ask you to find
what...
A, then you have to use this formula and get the value of A.
Oh, if you don't know A.
They'll give you the graph.
Reverse.
So
you find the
A, find the amplitude. It will come, those sums will come.
Okay,
then you use this formula and get
Okay, I'll remember that. So max minus min divided by 2, and it has to be positive because absolute value.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me the amplitude for 4A.
Okay. So first we have to make the graph.
No. What is the amplitude for 4A?
So we need to find the...
Nothing, 1. So amplitude is 1.
Oh, because there's nothing in front of it, right?
Then the number is 1.
Yeah,
What is the amplitude of B?
1.
Amplitude of C?
1.
So all these graphs are being the same amplitude.
Okay.
Now, what is getting affected is the period. This will affect the period of the graph.
Right.
Now, if you use your calculator and find it out, you'll find that when this is 2, what is this 2 in terms of transformation?
Horizontal shrink.
Horizontal
stretch by factor 1 over 2, right?
Perfect. That means 2 pi will become pi.
Right.
Correct? Your pi will become pi by 2. That means your graph will go like this. it will shrink.
Yeah. And the same thing on the other side.
And it's continuous. Yeah, same
Yeah.
thing, and this continuous. So basically your period has become shorter.
Yeah.
Your period is, so the period of this has become pi.
Okay. It's become pi.
The period has become pi.
Because it's...
The original period is what?
Oh, original period is 2 pi.
2 pi.
It's been
now
half, so now
yeah.
it's pi. Okay, that makes sense, yeah.
Okay, here what will the period become now for this graph?
It would become...
2 pi upon
2 pi
3.
upon 3, yes.
Yeah,
yes,
this become 2 pi upon 2.
Yes.
Okay, what will the period of this graph become?
Times by 2.
Yes,
So
because you
pi.
divide by half.
Oh, yeah.
So this will be 4 pi. So basically in general what you need to remember is what happens to the graph when the value of b changes. So the period will change.
The period will change.
And what is the formula of period?
Period is
2 pi upon the
2
magnitude
pi
of
upon,
b.
yeah.
So that's the formula that you need to remember to find a period.
And b is the
B is the multiple of x, the coefficient of x.
Yeah, coefficient of x. Okay.
So b is the coefficient of x.
Okay. Nice. Now write the equation.
See.
Okay.
So you get the amplitude and you get this. Achha, first of all.
Yeah.
Okay, first we'll try to. What kind of function is it? Sine or cos?
This is sine.
This one?
Cos, because it's starting from.
What is the amplitude?
So the max value is 3. Minimum is -3. So that's 3 minus -3 upon 2. So 3.
That's the amplitude.
Okay.
Anyway, the height of the graph is 3.
Yes.
So you can also look at that. Both the ways.
Yeah, okay.
When there's a translation, then this formula is very useful. Actually.
Okay.
What's the period of this graph?
Period, as in the...
So b is equal to 2 pi upon the period.
Yeah.
So what is the period of... Period is one cycle.
One cycle.
So from max to max.
Yeah. So that's...
How much is it?
That's from pi to 2 pi.
From 0 to 2 pi.
Sorry, 0 to 2 pi, which would be 2 pi.
So 2 pi upon 2 pi. So this is 1.
Okay.
So what is my equation?
So equation
y is equal to
a
cos bx.
Yeah.
So y is equal to a is 3
cos
x
1
1x.
Easy. Oh, okay, it's very simple.
Like that.
Oh, okay, it's very simple.
It's very simple. Next one.
This is sine.
Sine, okay. So y is equal to a sine bx.
Yeah.
What is a?
A, so the maximum value is 1.
Look at the height.
Okay, 1 minus 1. 1. It's just 1. Okay. And
what
then
is b?
B is
2 pi divided by
2
period.
pi upon, that's starting from, so that's 2 pi, which is 1.
What's the period?
It's starting at 0 and ending at 2 pi, so 1, right?
It's starting at 0. One cycle. Period is one cycle. You
Oh, right,
complete one cycle.
Yeah.
So how much is the period? Period is one graph.
Oh, so it's at 0 to pi. You mean like one graph like that?
One graph.
Okay,
one max, one min.
Okay, yes.
A day is day and night.
Okay.
That's one complete day.
I get what you're saying.
So it's like one cycle.
Yeah. One cycle of
So what is the period?
Period would be 0 to pi. So that would be pi.
Pi.
So that'd be 2.
So b is 2.
Yeah.
So what's the equation?
Y is equal to 1, which is sine 2x. Very nice.
Get the a, get
Yeah.
the b, substitute.
Very simple actually.
A is the height of the graph.
Yeah.
B is the 2 pi divided by the period. Period
Yeah.
is one cycle.
Whatever the
So
period.
in cos you go from max to max.
Yeah.
And you sine you start from 0 and see where it's going to.
Wait, so this is sine because it's starting from 0. And
You start from max.
Okay.
So when it starts from max, it's cos.
Alright. Okay, for each function, give the amplitude and period, then sketch a graph that shows at least one full period. Label the axes.
So what is the amplitude?
So the amplitude is 3.
3. What's the period?
2.
No.
Oh,
Period is 2 pi divided by
2
b.
pi upon by p, yeah.
So 2 pi upon 2. Period is
1.
pi.
Pi, sorry, yeah.
Sine graph.
Sine
I'm
graph
drawing in rough. That means my entire graph will get completed in pi.
In pi, yeah.
This would be 3. This would be minus 3.
Yeah.
Like that. This is my graph.
Okay.
So that means if this is pi, this would be how much? Pi by 2.
Pi by 2. Pi by 2 is how much?
Pi by 2.
Okay.
90 degrees.
90
but don't say pi
degrees.
by, think pi by 2.
Okay, pi by 2, pi by 2.
This would be how much?
Pi by 4.
What does this mean?
Pi by 6? No. Pi by...
This is half and this is 1. What is
3
middle?
pi upon 2.
3 pi upon 4.
Upon 4, sorry.
Is it not? 75 no?
Yeah.
So that means,
75, yeah.
so if you call this 0, now you can choose to call this as pi by 4.
Okay.
You can, then this will be pi by 2.
Okay.
Then this will be 3 pi by 4.
Okay.
This will be pi. They want to know how many, one full period, at least one full period.
One full period.
And then you can continue then.
Yeah, okay.
Pi by 4. Means this will be pi plus pi by 4. That's 5 pi by 4, correct?
Oh yeah, okay.
Like that.
Okay.
Achha, this side what will this be?
So,
Minus pi by 4.
yeah. Minus,
Just reflecting this.
yeah, minus pi by 3.
Minus
pi by
2.
2, sorry.
Correct?
Minus 3 pi upon 4. Yeah.
Okay. It's a sign, so it will start from 0.
Mm-hmm.
Achha, now this is 3, no? Correct?
The max height is 3, yeah.
3. So pi by 4 is 3.
Yeah.
Pi by 2 is 0. Correct? 3 pi by 4 is minus 3.
Minus 3. And then 0. Wait, so you know at pi upon 4 it's 3 because the period.
Yeah. You know, pi upon 4 is 3. We did it over here. No?
Yeah.
So first I fitted the entire graph.
Yeah.
The period is pi.
Yeah.
Then I took half of that. So pi by 2. Then I took further half of that. So pi by 4 is 3.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
And this continues. So that is pi by 2. I mean, this means this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe one cycle is 1, 2, 3, 4. I will complete one cycle. So midpoint is this. Just you aim and you do it. Now similarly this will go down. So pi by 4 is minus. And this continues.
Okay.
So this is y is equal to 3 sin 2x graph.
Wait, I'm still a bit confused.
Huh?
How do you know that 3 is at pi by 4 again? You looked at this.
See, I know the amplitude, I know the period.
Yeah.
So my period is pi.
Yeah.
This is 0. What's the amplitude?
It's 3.
What is this?
Minus 3.
Achha, if this is 0, this is pi. What is this?
Pi upon 2.
If this is 0, this is pi by 2. What is this?
Oh, just like that you
What
found
is
out pi by 4.
So if this pi by 4 maps onto 3, no?
Ah, okay. Just by visualizing it. you can
Visualizing
figure
it.
it.
So first you do this in rough and then you plot it.
You the only reason you know is because you know the period is pi.
And
then
that's
you
1/4.
can backtrack.
Yeah, back check.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
I'm just
okay.
dividing it and just
Okay,
trying
yeah.
to get the max min.
Okay.
Max min,
Yeah.
zeros and join.
Okay, and you only need 3 points and one
3
point.
yeah, then you join.
Okay, that's
What is it? You know, earlier when we began, we tried to get all the points in between.
yeah.
But that's not required.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I said no need of getting so many points.
Yeah.
You just go to max min, no need of getting this
Right,
intermediate
yeah.
points. You know, I mean, you
Yeah.
can, but it's not required because
Yeah.
you're sketching a graph.
Right. Okay.
Now, this is important. Try this out in your notebook. Remember, there are two formulas. Amplitude is the coefficient of the entire function, that's 3 upon 2. And your period is 2 pi upon b, the coefficient of x.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. 2 pi upon b, right.
2 pi upon 3
upon 3. Right. Yeah.
Now listen. Now in rough you'll draw the cos graph.
Okay.
So my
So
cos
that'll be
graph
starting
starts
at
with
1.
1 and this. Maximum to this.
Maximum.
Now in this case your maximum is the amplitude.
Yeah.
So that means this will be 3 by 2,
1.5.
1.5 and this will be minus 1.5.
Okay.
So this is the easy part of it.
Okay.
Now what you have to do is this one cycle. You started from max, you dropped, came back to max.
And
It's
that's
like a Ferris wheel.
Yeah, and that's
You started from the maximum height, you went
Yeah.
to 0 and then you came back to the maximum height. That's one cycle.
and that's 2 pi by 3, right?
Yes, 2 pi by 3. What will this be?
So that's half of 2 pi by 3.
That's
half of 75.
no. So 2 pi by 3, and if you half that,
Right.
2 and 2 cancel, so pi by 3.
Okay, so that's
Pi by 3 basically. No need. Leave it as pi by 3.
Okay. Pi by 3. Yeah, pi by 3. Okay.
What will this be?
Which one?
Where the 0 is.
The 0 would be pi by 4.
Pi by 3 and half of that.
Half of that. So pi by 6. Yeah. Okay.
That's how you get in terms of pi. Learn to think in terms of pi.
Okay, yeah. In terms
So
of
half of
pi,
that,
yeah.
huh?
Okay.
How will you get this?
That one would be times by 2.
Huh?
Wait, sorry, show me which point.
This point, wait, you have to get 1, 2, 3. You have to get this point, no?
Yeah.
With the 0.
So that's half. No, that's not half. That'd be, that'd just be pi by 2.
You can take the midpoint of this too.
Yeah.
You take this to the midpoint.
Yeah. So
Pi by 3 plus 2 pi by 3.
Yeah.
That's how much?
3 pi upon 3. So
Correct?
pi,
You take the
yeah.
midpoint and divide this by 2.
So pi by 2.
Pi by 2.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Makes sense.
It is slightly irritating.
I don't like thinking in, but I have to.
You have to.
Okay.
So now what will you do?
Now
You can take the pi by. You want to do it or you want to take this? You can choose any scale you like. You want to take this as pi by 6?
Sure.
Pi by 6.
No problem.
Then every double will be this is pi by 3. I'm just copying these values. Pi by 2. Correct?
Yeah.
And 2 pi by 3. Okay, and what is this? 1.5.
1.5.
So I can take this 1.5.
So and what's 2 pi by 3? That's 90? No.
And this?
Yeah.
So 2 pi by 3 into 180 by pi.
So
Pi cancels 120.
120. Okay.
So 120 that is.
Okay.
So it will complete the whole cycle in 120.
Okay. Because you're dividing 1.5, right?
So then you start from here. You start from here, you're going here, you go down here, you go back here, and you go back here.
Yeah. You know there's 2 units of trigonometry?
Yeah. You understood this?
Yeah.
So that means this much, 2 may you're completing 1. So 2 you'll go down.
Okay.
Further 2 you'll go down further. What will this be? Can you tell me?
It'd be times by 2 of...
Now what you can do is this is pi by 6. See, the smallest unit here is pi by 6.
Yeah.
So you go on adding pi by 6, pi by 6. So if you want to find this value, it will be 2 pi by 3 plus pi by 6.
Yeah.
If
right, because that's 2.
Yeah. So then you did into 2 into 2.
Yeah.
2 to the 4, 5 pi by 6. So this will be 5 pi by 6.
Okay.
What will this be?
This would be the same thing. 5 pi by 6 plus pi over 6, which would be 6 upon 6, so 1.
Pi.
Like
yeah.
Right.
Achha.
And pi is 1, right?
Yeah. This side, 2 may it goes down.
Yeah.
You're following? I'm just replicating it.
Right, yeah.
I'm just replicating it. This is wrong. 2 it went down.
Mm-hmm.
Further 2 it will go here.
Mm-hmm.
Further 2 it will go here.
Okay.
So pi by 6 minus pi by 6, correct?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, minus
pi by 3.
Yeah.
This is minus pi by 3 and this is minus pi by
2,
3.
yeah.
If you want to draw the entire graph.
Okay.
So
Nice.
this is your this graph.
Okay, nice. Makes sense. Yeah.
It's tricky, huh? But
Yeah.
to think in terms of pi, it's tricky.
Yeah. It's just different.
Yeah.
It's easier to
Yeah. For each function, try this. Let's see. Try now.
Okay.
So what you do in this case is, your amplitude is 2 basically. The only thing is, I'll tell you, whenever you have a negative, your graph gets reflected in the x-axis.
Okay.
What's the period? What's the formula for period?
The period is 2 pi upon
The
b,
coefficient of
which
x.
is, which is pi.
Pi. So
So
period
period
is what?
is 2.
Correct. So now we'll get everything in terms of numbers.
Yeah.
So that means this is 0. This is 2. What is the amplitude? The amplitude is 2.
Amplitude is 2.
Minus 2. Now if this is 2, what will this be?
That would
1.
be 1.
What will this be? Half.
Half.
This will be 1.5.
1.5.
That's it. So this is 0. Correct?
Yeah.
What is the amplitude? Minus 2.
Minus 2. Yeah.
Correct? Because it's going down.
Yeah.
Then it is 1.
1.
Then it is 1.5.
Yeah.
Then it is 2. That's your one graph.
Okay.
Let's say 1 cycle.
Okay.
Now you replicate this. Just go on replicating this. Just go on replicating it.
Okay.
Similarly, now this part you just replicate.
Yeah.
That's your graph.
Okay. Understood. Yeah.
What's the amplitude?
4.
What's the period?
Period is 2 pi up 4 pi.
Remember, that's my left graph. Always your cost starts from max. Like this. 4 pi means this is 4 pi.
And then 2 pi, it's
Yeah.
yeah.
This pi.
That's pi.
This 3 pi.
3 pi.
This one
That's
4
4.
minus
4. Oh my god, very silly. It's so easy.
So this is here.
Yeah.
Pi is 0. Look, pi is 0.
Yeah.
2 pi is minus 4.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Here this is minus pi now, because
Right.
this is getting reflected.
Okay, nice. It's so easy. I'm just.
Do it again. Do it
Because
again.
I have to do this worksheet anyway, so then I'll do this and I'll learn it.
A piano tuner strikes a fork, the middle note C, and creates a sound wave that is modeled by this. What is the period of this function?
524 pi t. Yeah, so 2 pi upon 524 pi t.
Pi t, t won't come in. That's your x. That's your variable.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, sorry.
So 1 upon 2 2s are 4, 2 6 are 12.
Yeah.
Correct? 2 2s are 4. 1 over 6. That's a period.
But that's it. Okay.
That's it. The frequency f is equal to 1 upon the period. 1 upon the cycles per second, basically. This model. So f is equal to
1 upon.
So 262.
Yeah,
hertz.
because you bring it up. Yeah.
You bring it up. The note is 1 octave above middle C, has a frequency double. The frequency is double, basically.
Okay.
The 1 octave above the middle C.
Yeah.
So the middle C is having this frequency.
Okay.
So 1 octave above is having double the frequency. So what will the frequency of that be?
Above.
Above. So 2 into double.
Double, yeah. So very easy.
2 2s are 4, 6 2s are 12, 524 hertz.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
What will the period be?
Period
will be 1 upon f.
Yeah.
Because your f is equal to 1 upon p.
Yeah.
Right? So p is equal to 1 upon f. So 1 upon
5 2 4. Very easy.
That's it. That's it.
We finished. Package.